Here is one of those verses that we all know, but maybe not fully comprehend its full meaning. I'm talking about Isaiah chapter 40, the last few verses. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. That one. Let me read it from verse 28 to 31 from chapter Isaiah 40. He says, have you never heard? Have you never understood? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of all the earth. He never grows weak or weary. No one can measure the depths of his understanding. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. Even youths will become weak and tired, but those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. It's coming in. This message comes in at the time when the titles changed for the Israelites. From 1 to 39 was all about what they were doing wrong and the punishment. By 40, God comes in and says, I've pardoned your sins. And then he sets, so much like God, he sets a standard of who he is, of how we can measure and know what he is talking about. So from 28 to talking about who he is, everlasting, the creator of everything. We don't understand the things that he's doing, but here's where I want to break it down. He talks about gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. And then he brings in at that time a standard of which maybe that was set. So the young men, he says, look at the youngest and your strongest. Those ones will only go for a while before they get tired. Yes, they will go further, but they eventually will get tired. They eventually will fall in exhaustion. So I said, that's the standard of a man. But let me tell you something, because I am going to be with you. I'm going to take you farther and faster than even those that even the strongest. And he brings in an example of an eagle. He says, you see how far that eagle soars? I will take you further than that. What basically God is trying to say is that sometimes when we look at things in life, we always think that I can't do this. I'll get tired. It's too far. I can't go that far. But here's what God is saying. He says, I want you to look at the strongest and the fastest and the people that you think that they've got the best endurance. They will also get to a point where they will tire. But if you trust in me, I'll take you further than anyone else has ever been. And that's what God is saying right now. He says, because I'm the everlasting God, the creator of all things. You cannot measure the depth of my understanding. Basically saying, you don't know what I see. You don't know what I know. But what I want you to do, I want you to trust me, because if you do, I'll take you further than you could ever thought you would go. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for God to take me further than I've ever been. I want to soar as high and on the wings of the eagles. I want to go further than the best endurance runner. And the only way I can do it is to trust in God. We've seen this spoken so many times. One of them in Psalms 34 and verse 10. It says that the young lions lack and suffer hunger, but those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. He says, look at all the animals in the world. The young lions was probably the strongest. You think that lion will have everything they want anytime they want. He said, but it gets to a point where they can't have it all. He says, but if you trust me, I will give you anything and everything you want, much more than what the lion can have. So my encouragement for you today is let's trust in God. Not look at the limitations that we have on this world, but believe in him, because he will take us further than we've ever been. God bless you.